The Bermuda Triangle into cursed waters. The team's investigation sometimes brings them into contact with local legends. One legend from the Bahamas is of a creature called Lusca, believed to be half shark and half squid, which stalks ships and swimmers in the Bermuda Triangle and beyond. Far out? Well, before you pass judgment, consider this story from Indonesia about a creature some thought looked half shark and half person.
In February 2021, a fisherman named Abdullah Nurin in Indonesia's East Nusa Tenggara province pulls in a shocking haul. He takes it home and records this video. The footage shows a deceased baby shark with eerily human-like facial features propped up on a sofa. The strange creature is about the size of a human hand and appears to have a wide, gaping mouth, big round eyes, and a human-like look of surprise.
We've heard of deformities in all species, really, but this is quite unnerving.
Perhaps radioactivity is a factor here. In February 2020, high contamination levels were detected near an Indonesian nuclear research facility in Serpong.
Chernobyl had marked increases in their gene mutation and deformities of animal and plant life. So the mutant shark, I could see that being the result of excess radiation and nuclear waste.
A quick warning that some viewers might find the following images disturbing. In 1990, around 400 deformed animals were born in Chernobyl. Most deformities were so severe the animals only lived a few hours. Examples of defects included facial malformations, extra appendages, abnormal coloring, and reduced size.
So, what exactly is going on in the waters of Indonesia that created that strange shark? Is it nuclear radiation, or is there a more natural explanation? We'll turn it over to our experts to decide.
Biologist Dr. Floyd Hayes begins his analysis by trying to determine if the human-faced shark is even real.
It has an unusually large and wide head. The eyes do not look like normal eyes. And you can also see a very unnatural-looking line at the bottom, and it looks like a mask that has been placed over the head of a normal shark.
However, our zoologist, Roxy Furman, respectfully disagrees.
The texture of its skin looks very real to me. It would be very hard to recreate something this well, I think, without noticing any flaws in texture.
But Furman and Dr. Hayes can agree on what wasn't the cause of this oddity.
There's been nuclear waste dumping in the region, which can cause mutations in animals. But if it was something that had been a mutation as a result of radiation or something, you'd expect to see lumps across the skin or other indications of deformities rather than just what we're seeing in this video.
See the twisted and gnarled limbs of the stillborn piglet from Chernobyl? This is what Furman is talking about. It's caused by damaged or broken DNA molecules which produce the mutation. Mutated DNA can also result in tumors. If a mutation occurs in an egg, it can result in a non-viable embryo or one with serious birth defects. So if it's not nuclear radiation causing these deformities, then what is? Could the shark simply be too young?
This is a result of overfishing. It's a result of bycatch. It looks like a real animal to me. It's just premature. So we're seeing an animal here that's not yet fully formed, something that's not had the full phase of development.
Marine biologist Dr. Shay Conger disagrees. She points out that a premature shark would look scrawny and malnourished. Instead, she thinks it suffers from a rare malady.
This looks to me very typical of something called cyclopia. That's where the brainstem doesn't develop normally. We'll often see deformities around the head area because organs like our eyes are really directly connected to our brain itself.
Cyclopia gets its name from the Cyclops, the one-eyed monster from Greek mythology. It occurs in roughly 1 in every 250 embryos, often resulting in stillbirth. In this case, Conger says that's why this shark's eyes are on the underside of the head instead of on top where they should be. She agrees with Furman that people are to blame, but in this case, the problem isn't overfishing, it's overdumping.
Your everyday pollution from things like plastics or industrial runoff are much more common in the ocean and very readily cause these types of defects. I would say this shark is just subject to a type of normal pollution that resulted in it not dividing normally and ending up in this type of condition.
So we have a broad divergence of opinion here. Our experts aren't even unanimous about whether this thing was real. We're going to rely on our marine biologist here. She specializes in this stuff. Our verdict? We're looking at a birth defect caused by pollution. Sadly, given how badly we're trashing our oceans, that just makes the most sense.